All right, you guys. I'm trying to re-record these because they didn't upload off of Screencastify. So hopefully this one works. We are going to be talking about quotations. This one is really important because you will be doing quotations in your research paper that comes up next semester. So if you have myself, you'll probably be watching another video on quotations when we start our research paper. Quotations are a little difficult. There's a few different ways to do them, so make sure that you take your notes. First thing we're going to talk about, we already talked about colons. Remember the dot and the dot, but now we're going to talk about quotations with colons. So just like in the other colons video, you have to remember that before a colon has to come a complete sentence, right? If you're adding a quotation on that, then you're going to have a colon with your quotation after it. And notice there the punctuations on the inside, that Q should actually be capitalized. We'll see more examples with it. All right. So here's an example right here. Abraham Lincoln offered me some advice. That is a complete sentence. It can stand alone. So I have a colon there and then quotation mark, capitalized letter. You can find anything on the internet. There are punctuations on the inside, and then you have your end quote. Now, remember, again, when using that colon, that you check to make sure that it is a complete sentence before it can stand alone. It makes sense, all right? And remember, with the colon after it, that just means it's adding clarity, all right? So again, colon, space, quotation mark, capitalized letter, in quotation, all right? Next one. This will be probably the one that you will use the most, especially when you start doing your research paper. And this is with speaking words, okay? Miss Mangold says, Mr. Restad said, Mr. Oltrogi states, okay? Mr. Music asks, Miss B yells, okay? So you are using speaking words. They stated this, they said this. So those are going to be your most common ones. Now, when it has those stated words, and it doesn't have to be a complete sentence before, but it has to have a comma. So here's the example there. Thoreau asks, comma, space, quotation, capitalized letter, why should we live with such hurry and waste of life? Real deep quote there by Thoreau. Notice again, my punctuation is on the inside of the quote there at the end. Again, you have your comma, space, quote, capitalized letter. All right, because that's going to change here real quick. So that is with statements or speaking words. All right, so that's going to be your most common one. Integrated quotes are going to be that they're just a part of what you're speaking of, the sentence. One key that you can tune into is if someone says that before the quote, then it's just going to be integrated, meaning that it just is a part of the sentence. There's no stop, there's no natural pause. So Emerson said that whoso would be a man must be a nonconformist. If I took that out, it would say Emerson said, so then I would need the comma capitalized letter, but I added that little that in, and it just reads all the way through pretty quick. Emerson said that, whoso, blah, blah, blah. Notice there's still a space quotation mark, but it is not capitalized. That's an integrated quote. So make sure that you, this one's pretty easy. You've known this one probably for years. So make sure that you are still using quotations if it's directly a part of your grammar or syntax. The students described his test as terrific. You know, those are kind of like, I always call those sarcastic quotes because it's like, right? So notice again there, the periods on the inside, it's lowercase. Those ones are pretty straightforward. All right, let's try this one. The advice I got from Harry Potter helped change my life. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. So go ahead, let's pause and fix this sentence. Pause. All right, so in this sentence, I haven't fixed it yet, but we're gonna do it together. This is a complete sentence, right? At the beginning, the advice I got from Harry Potter helped change my life. That can stand on its own. So, colon, there's a space there already, quote, capitalized. Now there's one other piece here that we need to fix, and it is that punctuation at the very end. All right. So, the advice I got from Harry Potter helped change my life. Easy as that. If I just wanted to say Harry Potter said, I would use the comma quote. It does blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, hope this helps. There's some no red ink. And you guys, if you are at this point, congratulations, you were so close to being done. Keep it